How to seduce and flirt subtly. 30 tips everyone can easily use. Did you know that according to psychology, the strongest flirting usually doesn't feel like flirting at all? It feels like comfort, curiosity, playfulness, a little bit of tension, but not so much that the other person feels pressured. That's the secret most people miss. Subtle flirting isn't about cheesy lines, over-the-top compliments, or trying to force chemistry. It's about creating small moments that make someone think, wait, was that something? And when you do it right, it feels natural, confident, and effortless. Today, I'm breaking down 30 simple ways to seduce and flirt subtly, whether you're a man or a woman. These are easy to use, socially safe, and powerful because they don't scream, "I'm trying to impress you." They simply make you more memorable. Before we dive in, if you're new here, please press that red button to subscribe to the channel and comment down below, "I've subscribed," so I can thank you. 1. Hold eye contact a little longer. Not in a creepy, intense, staring through their soul kind of way. Just 1 second longer than usual. When they're talking, look at them like you're actually interested, not like you're waiting for your turn to speak. Then, when the moment feels right, let your eyes soften and smile slightly. That tiny pause creates tension. It's like underlining a sentence without saying anything out loud. 2. Use their name naturally. People love hearing their own name when it's used warmly. If they say something funny, you might say, "Okay, Sarah, that was actually good." Or if they tease you, you could say, "Wow, Daniel, I didn't know you were this bold." Their name makes the moment feel personal. It turns a normal comment into something that feels just for them. The key is not overdoing it. Once or twice is enough. 3. Give specific compliments. Generic compliments are fine, but specific compliments feel intimate. Instead of saying, "You look nice," say, "That color really suits you," or "You have a really calming voice." Specific compliments show that you noticed something real. And subtle flirting is all about making someone feel seen without making them feel examined. It's the difference between tossing them a flower and handing them one you picked on purpose. 4. Tease lightly, but never cruelly. Playful teasing creates spark when it feels safe. Maybe they say they always order the same coffee, and you say, "So you're loyal, but only to beverages." It's light, silly, and easy to laugh off. The trick is to tease choices, habits, or funny little preferences, not insecurities. Never tease their appearance, intelligence, income, or anything personal. Good teasing feels like a tiny game. Bad teasing feels like a test. 5. Smile like you know something. A subtle smile can say more than a paragraph. When they say something charming, don't immediately react with huge laughter every time. Sometimes just smile slowly, like you caught something interesting about them. It creates a little mystery. They'll wonder what you're thinking, and that curiosity pulls them in. It's like giving them a door that's slightly open instead of throwing it wide. 6. Ask slightly deeper questions. Most people ask safe questions like, "What do you do?" or "Where are you from?" Those are fine, but subtle flirting happens when you go one layer deeper. Ask, "What do you actually enjoy about it?" or "What's something you've been weirdly into lately?" These questions invite personality, not just information. And when someone gets to show you who they are, attraction has room to grow. 7. Remember small details. If they mention they have an interview, a big presentation, or a dog named Milo, bring it up later. Say, "How did that presentation go?" Or, "Did Milo survive the rain today?" This is incredibly attractive because it shows attention. Most people listen only enough to respond. When you remember details, you show that their words stayed with you. That feels quietly powerful. 8. Lean in slightly when they speak. Body language does a lot of flirting before words ever show up. When someone is telling you something, lean in just a little. Not so much that you invade their space, but enough to show engagement. It makes the conversation feel more private, even in a room full of people. It's like turning down the volume on the world and turning up the volume on them. 9. Use gentle pauses. A lot of people ruin flirting by rushing. They compliment, explain, joke, apologize, and move on too quickly. Instead, let small pauses exist. If they say something interesting, take a beat before responding. If you compliment them, don't immediately bury it under 5 more words. A pause gives the moment weight. Confidence is often just the ability to not panic when silence appears. 10. Mirror their energy. If they're calm and thoughtful, don't come in with chaotic intensity. If they're playful and fast-paced, don't respond like you're reading a legal document. Matching someone's energy helps them feel comfortable with you. This doesn't mean copying them like a mirror in a dance class. It means meeting them where they are. When your vibe fits theirs, the connection feels smoother and more natural. 11. Make ordinary moments feel like inside jokes. Inside jokes build closeness fast. Maybe you both notice the waiter keeps saying "perfect" after every order. Later, when they ask if you want another drink, you smile and say, "Perfect." Suddenly, you've created a tiny shared world. It doesn't have to be hilarious. It just has to be something only the two of you notice together. That's what makes it feel special. 12. Compliment their mind. Looks are nice, but compliments about the mind often land deeper. Say, I like how you think, or that's actually a really interesting way to look at it. This works because it makes the person feel valued beyond the surface. It says, I'm not just noticing your appearance, I'm noticing your perspective. And for many people, that kind of attention is far more attractive. 13. Let your voice soften. When the conversation becomes more personal, lower your volume slightly. Not dramatically, not like you're delivering a movie line, but just enough that they have to tune in. A softer voice creates intimacy. It makes the conversation feel less public. Think of it like lighting a candle instead of turning on a spotlight. Same room, completely different feeling. 14. Use playful disagreement. Agreeing with everything can feel boring. Subtle flirting often includes a little harmless challenge. If they say pineapple belongs on pizza, you might say, I was starting to like you, and now this happens. It creates playful tension without real conflict. The goal isn't to win the debate. The goal is to make the conversation feel alive. A little push and pull can be very attractive. 15. Give them your full attention. In a world where everyone checks their phone every 10 seconds, attention feels rare. Put your phone away. Turn your body toward them. React to what they're saying. This sounds basic, but it's powerful because most people don't do it. When someone feels like they have your attention, they feel important. And feeling important is often where attraction begins. 16. Leave a little mystery. You don't need to explain every detail about yourself immediately. If they ask about something interesting, you can smile and say, that story deserves a better setting. Or, I'll tell you, but only if you don't judge me too quickly. This creates curiosity. Mystery isn't about being fake or unavailable. It's about not handing over the entire book on the first page. 17. Use light, respectful touch only when it's welcome. A brief touch on the arm during laughter can be flirtatious, but only if the vibe is comfortable and the person seems receptive. If they pull back, stiffen, or don't return the energy, stop immediately. Subtle flirting should never feel like pressure. When touch is natural, brief, and respectful, it can create warmth. When it's forced, it ruins the moment fast. 18. Notice their style choices. People often put thought into details others miss. A ring, a jacket, a hairstyle, a watch, a bag, a perfume, a pair of shoes. Saying, that's a cool jacket, it feels very you, can work better than a broad compliment. Why? Because it shows observation. You're not just throwing out praise. You're noticing the little choices that make them unique. 19. Make them laugh without performing. You don't need to become a comedian. In fact, trying too hard can make things awkward. Subtle humor works best when it feels relaxed. Make a small observation, exaggerate a harmless situation, or play along with something they said. The goal isn't to impress them with your wit. The goal is to make being around you feel easy. Laughter lowers defenses. 20. Let them catch you looking. This one is simple but effective. Look at them for a second, and when they notice, smile instead of instantly looking away in panic. You don't have to hold the gaze forever. Just let the moment breathe. It sends a quiet signal that says, yes, I was looking, and I'm not embarrassed about it. Confidence doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's just not hiding. 21. Ask for their opinion. People feel connected when their thoughts matter. Ask, what would you do? Or, I feel like you'd have a strong opinion on this. It subtly tells them you see them as interesting and capable. It also gives them a chance to invest in the conversation. When someone starts giving you their perspective, they're not just talking. They're participating in a shared moment. 22. Create a tiny challenge. Small challenges make flirting playful. You might say, I don't believe you make the best playlist. Or, you seem confident, but I need proof. This gives them a fun reason to engage. It creates momentum without being too direct. The best challenges are light, silly, and easy to respond to. You're not testing their worth. You're inviting them into a game. 23. Show genuine curiosity about their passions. When someone talks about something they love, pay attention to how they change. Their eyes brighten. Their voice shifts. Their body opens up. Ask questions about that. Say, I can tell you actually care about this. Or, what got you into it? Attraction often grows when people feel free to be enthusiastic around you. Let them be excited. Don't make them shrink. 24. Use callbacks. A callback is when you bring back something funny or interesting from earlier in the conversation. If they joked about being terrible at directions, later you might say, I'd follow your advice, but I value arriving alive. Callbacks make conversations feel connected instead of random. They show you've been listening, and they create a sense of shared history, even if you met 20 minutes ago. 25. Don't overcompliment. Too many compliments can make someone suspicious or uncomfortable. It can feel like you're trying to buy their approval. A subtle flirt knows when to compliment and when to simply let the conversation flow. One well-placed compliment is stronger than 10 desperate ones. Think of compliments like seasoning. The right amount brings out the flavor. Too much ruins the meal. 26. Be comfortable ending the interaction. This sounds backwards, but it works. When you don't cling to the moment, you seem more confident. If the conversation is going well, you can say, "I should go say hi to my friend, but I'm glad we talked." That leaves a positive impression and creates space for them to want more. Subtle flirting isn't about trapping someone's attention. It's about making your presence enjoyable. 27. Give them an easy way to continue. Instead of putting pressure on them, create a soft opening. Say, "You'll have to tell me the rest of that story sometime." Or, "I feel like we need to continue this debate." This is flirtatious because it suggests future connection without demanding it. It gives them room to respond. If they're interested, they'll take the opening. If not, no one feels cornered. 28. Be warm to everyone, not just the person you like. People notice how you treat others. If you're charming to them but rude to the bartender, cold to your friends, or dismissive to strangers, the flirting loses its magic. Subtle attraction grows when your kindness feels consistent. It shows emotional maturity. Anyone can act sweet when they want something. It's much more attractive when warmth seems like part of who you are. 29. Let your confidence be quiet. You don't need to brag, dominate, or prove how desirable you are. Quiet confidence says, "I'm comfortable with myself, and I'm comfortable with you." It shows up in your posture, your pacing, your humor, and your ability to listen. People are drawn to those who don't seem desperate to be chosen. Confidence becomes magnetic when it doesn't need to announce itself. 30. Know when to stop. The most underrated flirting skill is restraint. If they seem distracted, uncomfortable, or uninterested, pull back kindly. Subtle flirting should feel like an invitation, not a performance they're forced to watch. Respect makes you more attractive, not less. And sometimes the smoothest move is simply giving someone space. Because the truth is, attraction usually isn't built by one big move. It's built through tiny signals. The look that lingers, the question that feels personal, the joke that quietly becomes an inside joke. And once you start noticing those signals, you also start noticing something else. Some people seem to create attraction without even trying. And that's where the next video comes in. It breaks down the 30 subtle things psychology says attractive people do differently. The small habits, signals, and behaviors that make others lean in, remember them, and feel drawn to them without fully knowing why.